Hey everybody, welcome back to the Skull Survivor devlog. Today I'm going to be messing with some of the boss mechanics for the first boss right now, and yeah, so we'll get into it. Test drive some damage numbers, something like that. So here we go. I guess the first thing is that these all had kind of triggers on them. I kind of want them to be box colliders instead, or maybe even just an AOE damage, because these are going to be spinning so quickly that it doesn't really matter. Um, so yeah, we'll start with just removing these mesh colliders and converting them to box colliders to preserve their um, to save a few processor cycles. Right, we don't have to process the entire mesh every time we do a collision. So we're gonna just jump in and do those. All right. So each of these has their own box collider. Um, and so we'll just go ahead and oh, risk. Well, didn't really let me do anything about that. So we'll see. Because we were exiting prefab mode. All right, so I don't want to wait, so I'm just gonna spawn him. And then these guys, of course, all need to die. Ooh, there we are. All right, so he's running at me. He's gonna hit me, but his like spinny swords are not gonna kill. So we got a couple of things. Um, First of all, yeah, we might need a few things here. So we're gonna jump in here. Gonna close this stuff. So here's the AI targeting all of that. We don't necessarily need that. Tests. Let's see, boss tests. All right. So right now we know that we're spawning the boss after a certain amount of time, and that's on the escort. We don't necessarily need that. Um, so we could just give the boss a damage over time based on its target. So maybe we'll end up doing a new folder here and then say like boss scripts. Um, and we'll just say boss damages escort in with AOE. And so this will ensure that we can damage him just on a tick in a radius. Yeah, just say boss damages escort in radius over time. Something like that. All right, so we're just going to mono behavior this. Oh no, in fact, these are edit mode tests. So actually, don't save. We're gonna go tests. And then we're gonna say tests to public. We'll check CoPilot for synthesized solutions. We'll see what we get here. Yeah, so that first suggestion's pretty good. Load up the level. And get the target manager. Da, 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 da. This is a good start. We definitely aren't going to be located there, so let's check out where our boss is coming from. I wonder, is there a copy path? So this is the animated skeleton king, copy path. Let's see if this gives us what we want. Yeah, that's good. And then let's just grab some of this junk here. And I think we do want that. So let's see. We have the player folder. We have an enemies folder. Boss. And we'll just create a new file in there. Dots. Yes, I like it. And then make it a mono behavior. And let's compile. Go back. Alrighty. And we know, let me think. So the enemy targeting manager would get us the target, but in reality we know we just want to call update on it. And yeah. And yeah, so we do want an enemy targeting manager. So make that a field. Do we need the level timer? We don't. So we already have a boss on the field. Do we need on enable? So we have a boss on the field. We engage the enemy target manager. If we have a target on update, check our distance to that target. And if we're within the distance, then tick some damage based on the damage over time. So, but first we're going to just do it on a regular update loop, and then we'll expand on this test. So I think we're good. Create the method update. We don't care about that. I think we are going to need our enemy. And we could probably just make it the escort as well, because it's kind of testing an interaction between the two scripts. Yeah, so, and then our assertion would be that the other one. Okay, so then we're going to say const string escort path equals, and I think that is correct, but we'll go grab that later. And then we'll just be like, yeah. And this is going to be like enemy target. And so once we have the enemy target, then we'll be able to then assign it. Okay, so we've added it to the target manager. And then, oops, Okay. And let's see here. So we got all that, blah, blah, blah. So then we're gonna say like assert escort health is less than 100. Something like that. Yep. It knows me well. Alrighty, so the other piece of it is that we're adding the escort to the target manager. But in reality, we probably just need our boss's AI targeting. So let's go back over here. And so I think what we want is enemy bot targeting AI character controller, enemy bot targeting dot target. So we probably just need a reference to this guy here. Blah, blah, blah. So we don't really need a target manager. So what we're gonna say is target dot get component. And then we say bot targeting dot target equals escort. Oops. All right, so now we found it. We got the target. We're going to call update on the target. We already know it, and then we're gonna say, yeah, and then we're gonna say something like, when we first get the escort, we're gonna say, assert escort health is 100. Okay. Then we'll come back and refactor in a bit. We'll just see here. Test runner, run all. We'll see where we get stuck. All right, system arguing object was that you wanted to instantiate was null. Target prefab. That's because this doesn't exist on our boss. So let's go back to him. Add the component. Bam. And the enemy target manager. Ooh, we don't care about that anymore. We know that we're not going to do that. Oh, and yeah, you can't see that because my face. So it's over there now, down here. Whoa. So we're gonna just run all again. I need like blank space for my camera. Actually, I wonder if I could like have a note for that so you all never get stuck not seeing what I want you to see. All right, so hey, expected was null. Oh, that is a different random failure. Okay, interesting. All right, so instance of the object was null. Enemy target. Okay, so let's just double check the escort path, I guess, first. Open. Oops, no, I wanted to select it rather. My bad. All right, so we selected him. I'm gonna say copy path, and then we're gonna just paste over this just in case it's the same. All right, so we got the prefab from the asset database. Enemy target. Instantiate enemy target. Escort, blah, blah, blah. Enemy health. Oh, no, escort health. Haha. The AI is not all-knowing. I think there's a good thing to note with CoPilot is just always read what it's giving you and don't just assume that it's all fine, right? Okay. So this thing is kind of silly. It like really likes to jack up the prefabs. So animated boss skeleton king. There you go. So yep, right here we can see that the prefab lost the thing. So I think my trick for this is you got to click over here and then click here and then click here and then click here. And you do that a couple of times and eventually it remains. If I run the tests again, and this random failure is super annoying. That's for another time, I guess. Hey, it failed there. And so now we can think about implementing the finish here. So we know that enemy bot targeting is going to have our target. So we do want an on enable actually. So let's just do this. On enable, and then we're gonna just make this public. And we're going to go ahead and grab that. So what do we want to do? We want to capture the enemy bot targeting, I think, and throw that in there, right? Yeah. Okay, so this, oops. Nope. That is what I wanted. Generate that. And we'll just say, yeah, hey, exactly what I wanted. Let's see. This is not exactly the API. Dot hit, I think. Hit? The hit. One. Alrighty. And yeah, so this should just kill the heck out of him. So if the target's null, all right. Maybe we'll make the test work here. And let's see, null reference exception on the object. Enemy bot targeting should be there. Enemy bot targeting, yes. So we do have you. Oh, but there's no target manager. Do we need to do full setup for this thing? All right. Reference is not set to a reference of an object. We are, and that's because targeting, oh, because we haven't called on enable inside the test. Again, that's the lifecycle events there. So we're gonna say target dot on enable. That'll grab it. And our first test is passing. I'm gonna make a failing test and then we can kind of get to that again later, and I'll just close out this video and continue next time. So the only thing that I think we're missing now is kind of an element of time. And so I think what we're going to want to do is just make sure that the amount of time should elapse. So we're gonna have to do some testable time stuff in here. So um, testable time dot delta time func equals we're gonna just say like how often do we want this to take damage per second, right? So we're just gonna say 1 second goes on. And we'll just, or actually, yeah, we'll do 0.5. So we'll go half a second, and then we'll just say on enable, on update. And after the first update, we're gonna assume 100. After the second update, let's do like something like 0.75. So first update, we're still 100. Second update, we're gonna be let's see, 99. And then third update 99 and fourth update 98. Right, and so we're basically doing 1 damage per second while we're in range. So let's go ahead and throw that back here. It'll be tick, 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 tick. And that's because we were at 99 when we shouldn't have been. And that's because we know that we need to check time now. So if we have no target, we don't care. If we have, yeah, so let's see, time between damage ticks, damage interval. And then let's say time since last damage tick. And so we'll just say equals damage interval. So in the setup, we're going to go in there, and then we're going to say, let's see, score health. So we know we have our target. And then we're going to just minus equal delta time. And then we're going to return if it's greater than 0. And then down here, damage since last damage interval. So you can see just relying pretty heavily on CoPilot. I'm going to switch from CoPilot to Code Whisperer in some of my later videos. And so we're going to just start messing with that stuff as well. All right, so then we're 99 here. Oh, what should we have been? Still 100. And that's because we're not using testable time. And so we haven't overwritten the time. Whoops. Testable time. Try that one more time. We're getting close. Less than 99, but was 99. Oh, are equal. Hey, it is passing. I don't know what's going on over here. I'll make another video on that. All right, all tests passing. So maybe next time we can make this variable. Oh, you probably want to see the game running before I log out. So let's go ahead and do that. Oh, hey, it definitely doesn't. Weird. That's bizarre. The Unity window. Oh, hey, there we go. All right, so let's pick up that weapon, run around. Oh, but we're not going to be able to see this without Here, we'll pause it and we'll jump in here in the escort and we'll say, go ahead and spawn the boss and then resume. Oh, there we are. So, well, I don't actually see it happening. So we'll have to try that one more time without all the side effects here. All right, and I kind of want to make it so that he doesn't hit me as well. And so let's see, I'm going to pause it real quick. All right, boss damages and escort radius, boss animation, hitter, animation events. So I think now he's just going to walk up to us. And no, he's still hitting. Yeah. Okay, let's try that one more time. Maybe there's a bit more work to do here. Let's see. So I'm going to spawn. And he's going to slowly walk over. And then I'm going to pause it for a little bit. Because he's going to attack within range. That's how this is the escort. I want our boss here. We're going to say, don't attack. And then there. So the escort health isn't getting damaged, and we expect him to be. And so our target manager should have set the target. Let me bot targeting. It's targeting the escort. And our boss here. So I wonder if we can debug right from where we're at right now. We might not be able to. So it's running. Yeah, we might have to do that again. Okay, so let's try that one more time. Yeah, we don't want that. We want this. Okay, continue. And we are now going here. And we're going to then spawn the boss. And yeah, that leads us to this. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Let it run forward. Yep. And then we go in here. Got the distance to target. Ah. Greater than the select. Okay. So. We need another test to prove the distance thing. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to comment these out to show that our other code already does work. And so as soon as we spawn him, we're going to just start taking damage. And then the next video can be about fixing distance. So I'm going to pause. We're going to spawn the boss. We're going to unpause. And we'll see my health slowly start draining, I believe. If the boss spawned. I don't know if the boss spawned. Oh yeah, there he is. Oh god. Yeah, so it was slowly ticking down. Because I think it would need 100 seconds to kill me entirely. And we should be able to see that even. So we obviously need some damage number adjustments. So spawn boss, and then just take a look at the health of the escort, and yeah, tick, 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 tick. Yep. And then now he's just hitting for a lot of damage. Okay. So he's got that. And we're going to run this and see that this still passes. And it does, except for this random test that doesn't pass. So we're good. So this is the test so far. Or yeah, this is the code so far. I'm going to put another test in here to just say something like test that boss needs to be within targeting distance or within damage radius to do damage. And then we'll just generate something to get started with. And yeah, we'll just say cert.fail. Not implement. So that's where we'll leave off. So always leave off your project with a failing test, and then that way you'll know where to return when you get back to it. Not implemented. Bye, everybody. Like, subscribe, share, and happy testing.